Hey everybody, Lindsay here with Truthitude, and we are just finishing up the second week of our self-trust challenge, and I wanted to check in with you and see how you're doing. I imagine that it's probably not going as easily as you may have thought it would, even though the challenges that I'm asking you to do and the promises that I'm asking you to keep to yourself may seem tiny and trivial. They are huge stepping stones in creating solid self-trust, which I believe is one of the most important factors of building self-confidence. So this week we are embarking on our third and final week of the self-trust challenge, and the first week was very basic, tiny little promises that I was asking you to keep to yourself. The second week asked you to take a little bit more of a stretch. This week is going to be pretty challenging, especially with the last one that I have in mind. So the three challenges that I want you to do, the three promises that I would like you to keep to yourself this week is: one, I would like you to take a 10 to 15 minute walk throughout your day. At some point, with no phone, no electronic device, just you and your sneakers, and take a 10 to 15 minute walk. Notice the surroundings. Notice the people around you, notice the weather, notice the quality of the air, notice how you're feeling and how your body is responding. Do this once a day, every day. This is hard for some people. I know it sounds simple, but it is hard. So I want you to consciously make that promise to yourself and say, you know what? I'm going to invest in myself today. I'm going to take 10 to 15 minutes just to go and walk and enjoy everything else around me outside of my electronic device. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to get an actual book, not a Kindle or your computer screen or something on your phone or an audio book. I want you to get an actual book. And every single day, I want you to read about 10 minutes in. You should get maybe 4 or 5 pages of any book, any actual book. Taking time out to read and a physical book actually mentally stimulates your in a way that a screen is not capable of. And it increases your tactile functioning, it increases your memory, short-term and long-term, and it gives your eyes a break from the blue light emanating from all the screens that just inundate us in our daily lives. The third one, and probably the hardest for some people, and I have made this a practice, a part of my nighttime ritual, is I want you to promise yourself that every night, about an hour or more before bed, I want you to completely unplug. No TV, no phone, no tablet, no laptop, nothing. Just completely unplug and see how you feel. I promise you, you're gonna sleep better. The blue light, actually, science backs this. Blue light on our screens actually does keep us awake. So it does affect our sleeping patterns. And some studies have shown that unplugging an hour or more before bedtime actually helps your body to relax and wind down for the evening and improve the quality of your sleep. When you're sleeping better, your body recuperates better, and ultimately you are stronger, focused, more balanced. So I know that this is a hard one for a lot of people. It wasn't easy for me when I first started out. I had to actually take my phone and place it outside of the bedroom, which has been something I've maintained, and it's been fabulous. So those are the three promises that I want you to try to keep to yourself. Get outside and take a walk every day. If the weather doesn't permit you to do so, put on a coat and some boots and do it. I'm from Colorado. People are still active during the storm, so there's really no excuse. And then also unplug for the evening and read a real book this week. It doesn't matter what the book is, just any book, real book. Building self-trust is a journey, right? There is no quick fix. There's no, overnight feeling of self-trust. You have to build it over time. Just like any other relationship that you have with another person, you have to learn to build trust with yourself. And in doing these tiny little steps and keeping tiny promises to yourself, you are building the solid foundation of self-trust in a tiny way that leads to big results. These tiny promises you're learning to keep to yourself are going to be transformational in your journey to self-trust. Learning to keep tiny promises to yourself will enable you to keep bigger promises to yourself and feel more confident in the bigger challenges that life throws at us. That's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed the self-trust challenge. I would love to know how you did, where you struggled, where it helped you, what was a stretch for you. Maybe include a friend that could use a little confidence boost and practice her self-trust as well. If you want to see more content from me, click the little subscribe button, and also be sure to check out my Instagram and my Facebook at Truthitude. I post loads more content there. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. I love you all. Have a fabulous day.